Hi, Cloud Chasers. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mousy, and I am the ultimate SL Cloud Chaser. Seems like I forgot my tagline for a second there. So here I am at West Summerside, and what we're going to do today is a explore with me as well as a where to rent an SL series because I know some of you often ask me where do we rent, and I know that every sim doesn't fit everyone's unique personality and taste. So I take it upon myself to kind of explore different sims and roleplay communities to find one that's specifically for you. We know Mila has Bayside. I toured Fox Hollow with you guys, and I also toured Angel Sim, Lux LA, Soho. She has NoHo, and now we're at Ria Sim, which is West Summerside, and it's actually two full sims. So, Ria, please introduce yourself and tell us why did you create this sim?
Hi, thank you for having me on your channel. My name is Ria. I've been on SL for about 10 years. I
Wow.
created it because I've always liked living in a community, but I've always been stuck in skyboxes because I was always like blogging. And eventually I kind of just got tired of just sitting on a platform or sitting in a skybox. And I wanted to live with other people and I wanted to have neighbors, but I knew that I wasn't necessarily fully into RP. So I wanted to create a place that fit my style, which is California. I live in California, and it's not so much tropical California. It's like Calabasas, California. It's like just that. It's California.
Okay.
Uh,
Could you tell me this? Like, so I'm a New Yorker and there are people watching from all over in different countries. What's the difference between Calabasas, which we also see on TV, with the Kardashians and everything like that, and say like LA or San Francisco?
I think when everyone watches movies that are based in California, they see LA, they see Hollywood, and yeah, it's like glitz and glam. But if you live here, it's actually very dirty. It has palm trees everywhere, and it's not so cute in person. But Calabasas,
Really?
like it's I just think it's so funny because I always see communities based off of LA, and it's like a big movie set sort of thing. But like I kind of wanted to make the community about what else is in California. And like if you go to any of like the little smaller towns around LA, you'll see some things that kind of look like West Summerside. Like there's trees that aren't necessarily palm trees. There's hills, there's bushes and grass. It's just not like a desert. It's not like a beach. It's just it looks normal, I guess.
Okay. So it's more of a town feel, more of a kind of everyday vibe and not so glamorous, kind of like how it appears in on TV. Just kind of like your everyday neighborhood or community. All right, cool. So you've been in SL for 10 years. In the 10 years that you've been in SL, how long did you build this sim or did you have help or?
Yes, this sim is fairly new. I just came back from a break. So when I came back from the break, me and my friend B, we were sitting down talking one day and we were like, what do we do now? We came back from our break. I don't feel like blogging. You want to do makeup. I was like, what am I going to do if I'm not going to blog? And she was like, well, you like to decorate. And I was like, yeah, I do like to decorate. I also want to find some place to live so I could decorate a house. So she was like, well, why don't you just open up your own like little community? And I was like, that's a good point. Why don't I just open up my own community and have it the way that I want it to look? And hopefully other people will like the way that it looks. And here we are.
Yeah, and the thing is with your community, you didn't just settle on one sim. What made you go for two? Because that's a huge risk and really expensive too.
Yes, so two sims, one sim, most people I think don't even know the process of getting sims or how much they cost or anything like that. I really like this sim, but there was more things that I wanted. Like I knew that I wanted a chill little beach area. I knew that some of my homes didn't have pools, so I wanted to create a community pool. And I just really wanted more people here because the first sim only had about 7 homes on it. And all of us were kind of like, we want more neighbors, we want more people, we want to hang out more, we want to socialize more. And that's kind of what we built off of.
Okay. And so just the need to grow and the requests from your current tenants just help you expand. And how many rentals do you have free right now?
Right now, I have 6, I believe.
Okay. And how many do you have in total? Do you have a lot more than six or?
So 17 in total.
17 in total. So, guys, this is a fully fleshed out community, and you will definitely have neighbors if you decide to pop in. And what do you do to kind of get people to congregate together and hang out? Do you have events and things like that?
Yeah, so we're currently all in the Discord. We have a Discord and we have a little channel specifically for community events where we talk about what we want to do. Our next event is going to be a beach barbecue slash potluck sort of thing. It's going to be a mix of BU food and also regular like SL interactive food for the people that don't use BU.
Okay.
Anyone can join us. It's going to be an open event as usual. The
Okay.
last party, and I think you were there, and it was great.
Yeah, okay, guys. So first of all, there was the reason I even know about this place is because Niobe, who is the owner of the candy shop, I guess you hired her for entertainment, correct?
She's here. She's a resident.
Oh, she's a resident as well. Okay. So this is what happened. Naomi invited me, and this party was lit. I don't know how many people you had here, but I feel like it was well over 30 or 40 people at this party. The DJ was amazing. Everyone had really nice bathing suits, really interesting obbies to look at. Everyone was kind of like communicating in local, and it was so much fun. And that was something that was open to the public, not just the residents here.
Um, It was wide open. Anyone could come. I really just wanted to show off the community. I wanted everyone to come meet us, and for the people that, I also on the sim also have like a few residents that just returned to SL, and they always tell me like, "Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to meet people. Can we do stuff?" And I felt like that was a good way to not only meet each other's neighbors, but to bring in outsiders to the sim too to check us out and have fun.
It was worth it. So, guys, if there are any events here, you'll let me know, and especially if you have flyers, I'll post it to my community post. If I'm here, I'll record maybe like 30 seconds or 1 minute video. Copyright, guys. That's why I don't like do fully fleshed out parties. I don't record everything that's going on. But if there's something going on, I will definitely let you know on my channel. Ria will tell me. And just so that you guys know, in case you don't know, it's just a quick plug for the candy shop. What Naomi does is that she has an entertainment company where if you decide to throw a party, she's going to take some of the responsibility or the errands or task off your plate. And what she does is she can provide hosts, she can provide dancers, she could provide a DJ, and also just like all the entertainment. And she also does decor and setup. Did you set up for your own beach party or did she set up for you?
Oh, I did the decor
You did
myself.
the decor, yeah, and that was a really that was really nice as well. Okay, so I don't want to talk these people to death. We could talk and walk. What's the first thing you want to show us?
Well, since we're already over here, I won't bore them with the leasing office, but the leasing office is in this area. Let's go into the coffee shop, I guess, first.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If they want to rent, should they go to the leasing area to rent, or do they just like pay for a week at the property they're interested in?
Each property has its own rental box. It's sitting on top of the mailbox, so you just kind of pay the mailbox, so to say.
Okay.
You can pay at the kiosk in the leasing office, or you can pay at your home. It doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So this is the cafe and the bistro. What happens here?
So this is the coffee shop. Like pretty much, I want to say 75% of this is interactive. The coffee machine behind the counter, the you can get water if you want, get some cookies, cakes, whatever. I really just wanted a place for people to come and take pictures if they want it, hang out and talk. Pretty much like an Instagram.
Okay. And are people using this too as a little bit of a backdrop?
Yeah, I actually always see people in the coffee shop the most. Even people that like don't live here, I always see them in here.
Okay, so I'm just touching the so this is the cappuccino machine that you touch if you wanted some coffee.
Right.
All right, so let me just click that. And so guys, all you'd have to do is touch that in order to get the coffee. Do I have to touch a cup or a handle or anything like that, or just the machine itself?
You just touch the screen that lights up. Once you touch it, it'll have like the drink name, and then you hit select, and it'll start brewing your coffee.
Okay, so let me do that. So I just selected, and I am going to get whatever it's giving to me because I think I chose a Mikado is how do you pronounce that? Girl, you know I can't pronounce shit if you know. So
Seattle.
macchiato, yeah, there we go. So then this would be the coffee, and I would just have to wait for it to brew and pick it up. But I'm not going to pick it up just yet because I have my dog in my hand. But I just wanted to show you guys how it was done. And then just like some of these pastries and stuff, or the water and things like that, you could grab as well, right?
It's all here for you to grab.
Okay, so cool. Okay, what's the next thing you want to show us?
Thing, which is something that we just renovated, is the Summer of Life Bistro. It is for, BU and non-BU the same. We actually have a resident chef, Chef Harper, that she's a BU chef. If you wanted to make reservations here, you can. You can bring your family or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. It doesn't matter. You can come and she'll prepare a fresh, hot BU meal for you, and the whole restaurant will be yours for the evening or morning or lunch, whatever you wanted to do.
So
Oh,
Harper does that. I know Harper through Zula, and she was featured on his channel. But just a quick question. So first of all, the decorations here, absolutely beautiful. It's really pretty. And so if you come in, do you have to make an appointment? How does this work?
Actually, if you want just like regular interactive SL stuff, you can just come in and sit down. If you wanted like wait staff, then I would ask you to contact me or Harper.
Okay.
Uh, BU dinners, yes, you would need to contact us just for the fact that like the role play in itself, she's the chef.
Okay. And with
Um,
BU, you could have pre-prepared food, so I guess you'd probably need a menu just so that people know what's available, and then they could come over here and eat. Are these plates and tables set up so that you could eat BU food without having to change the place settings?
these ones down here right now are just the SL, regular SL interactive. Upstairs, if you follow me, is
Okay.
where I have BU currently set up at.
Okay.
So this
Wow.
fully BU. You can come here with your family. I was planning on doing like a neighbor's dinner over here, which is why it's like group setting right
Okay.
now. It actually looks like someone did use it because there's a bowl missing. So someone probably did come here because I have the plates open. So we also have to go food downstairs for BU. So if you wanted to come buy your dinner, you could res it and, eat it here if you wanted to.
So how much is a dinner here for BU or group table setting?
I have to get with Harper. She's pretty much the lead on this place. This is her bistro.
Okay.
But her, I think I want to say it was like 1K or something like that.
Okay, and then individual food would be a lot cheaper. But guys, if you think about it, if it's someone's res day or birthday or someone did something really fantastic, had some really good business news and you wanted to celebrate, this is a great way to celebrate. Or if you're in a partnership and have an anniversary or anything like a real life birthday, anything you want to celebrate with your SL friends, this would be a great opportunity to do that. And especially if you're involved in BU because you get your stats up as well.
For sure. And downstairs we have the to-go food. It's all boxed up on the wall. Most of it is only 100 lindens, and you get 2 servings in each box.
Okay, that's cool. And guys, just here, I just want to show you, this is where the food is, and I'm just gonna, sorry if there's a little wonky camera angles, but if you wanna, this is like a baked ham, only 150 linden, and I'll just hit on a few boxes so that you could see 100 linden for classic clam chowder, and then 400 linden for, it says sliced tomato platter, garlic bread, board, pesto sauce bowl, and pesto chicken ravioli. That sounds so tasty.
Yes, Harper throws down in the kitchen. She puts her foot in it.
Are you in BU as well?
I've been trying to do more BU. Harper is my teacher,
And
but since
where are we headed now? Oh, the arcade. Okay,
so this is arcade. Honestly, this was made for me because I love games,
me
but
too.
it's but mostly me. All of the games except like this Pac-Man table are interactive. The vending machines are interactive. You can come here, even if you don't live here. I encourage people to come here. I don't care. The sim is open for everyone. You don't have to be a resident.
Okay, and so if you want to come here and play basketball with your friends or just have like a little bit of a date night, you could do that here, role play a date night, and the Pac-Man machine just rezzed. You could play that. This is the only one that's not interactive, correct?
It's just decor. This is the only one.
The only one that's not interactive, but all the other games, guys, are. And so I'm just going to twirl around with my camera so that you could see. And sorry about the noise in the background. My windows are closed, but it's loud when you live in New York or you live in any city for that matter. So just try to ignore that. All right, guys. And so here's like a little bowling machine, and I'm just pulling in and out so that that can rise for you so that you guys can see it. But it looks really good. And where did you get these machines from? What game do you have here? This one is
Most
the
of it are from
Tetris.
Mad Tetris. The
Yeah,
Tetris off of MP, I think is from like Smirnoff Games or something like that.
yeah. So you have Cosmic Mad Bowl, you have Tetris, you have Connect Four, you have like some little basketball games here, and other like games that other normal games that you would see at an arcade, Mad Hoops, and like you said, they're all many of them are from Mad P.
Yes, Mad P, if you need games, I suggest go there.
Yeah, I
It's
like their interactive like kind of things they have there as well. They have like these Chatterbox games, but it's not called Chatterbox. It has other names as well. But yeah,
I wanted to try those as like, cause they're kind of like they remind me of like the icebreaker games.
yeah, they're good for groups too. It's one of my favorite things to do. And is this the junk food vending machine, guys? So, guys, yes, I have this in my makeover clinic. If you click this machine, so even if you want something to customize your obby with, if you click this machine, you'll get like a Snickers bar, chips, a slight Twizzlers, something like that, and something you could hold in your hand for your obby. And she has soda cans here too. So there's more than one place to get it. And look, Ria has the Twizzlers in her hand. So that's
Yep,
pretty cool.
I saw some candy.
Yeah. All right. So
So
now where are we headed?
here is like my new baby because I just finished it.
Okay.
This
Uh,
is the salon and spa.
So
I
cute.
because this is like all the new stuff that Malloy had just dropped. Actually, I don't know if it was new. This was during the weekend sales, and I had never seen it before, and I was like, "Oh, I have to get that."
Okay, you get.
So,
Looks like you get your lace fronts done here too.
uh,
Because I'm looking at that wig on.
I think the wigs from the David Heather set, like, it's such a cute idea, but the
Yeah.
wigs
Oh my
super.
gosh. I'm just gonna cam in 1 second on like you have some flat irons and things like that here, guys. It just has to res, but this looks so cool. Like a roller brush and looks like some hairspray and some curlers and it's just very realistic. Straightening, like a flat iron and just things like that. That looks really good. Where'd you get this from? That's pretty cool.
One of that.
David Heather as well. No, I'm just
Yeah.
looking at the stylist station.
Oh yeah, all of the little stuff on top, except for like the little Dyson blow dryer, is from the David Heather Gotcha, which is $25 right now. So if you need some cute little like hair salon decor, go there. Go
This
to
is
David.
really cute. All right, yeah, you have to. Okay, so David Heather, that's the place to go. And
It's
here,
just
if
the
you
nail
want to get a
salon.
little pedicure or manicure, I love these like little fluffy seats, and then the chairs are nice. And it looks like are the champagne givers as well. I saw the little hand icon come up.
I don't think these ones
No,
are,
no,
but
no, they aren't. Yeah, okay.
the nail tech stations.
Is okay. Wow, this looks really cool. Yeah, I like this.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
I
was in
really
New
like this. It looks like a real nail. It's just very realistic. I want to live in a community that has its own nail salon that I don't have to go out too far.
Well, I feel like one thing I always noticed is like people wanted RP spots, but a lot of the times what stopped them is because they had to rent a space, they had to, decorate that space. And honestly, if one of my tenants wanted to take that RP spot and turn it into their own business, I wouldn't mind it. Just like Harper took over the Bistro and now like it's a full-blown Beyou Bistro.
And you said it does really well here in this community too, right?
She does great, especially with her to-go plates. That's like the biggest hit right now.
The number one seller. Okay, cool. And you said that Harper's kind of mentoring you and teaching you how the ropes and how BU works. So you think you'll do it full time? I have a HUD and meter, but it just feels a little overwhelming to me, like to get all the furniture and do all the stuff. So I use it mainly for socializing. So if people invite me over to their house, that's how I get my stats up.
So I'm kind of like you, and one thing I was thinking about is maybe turning, well, not turning, but putting up a skybox, like a BU skybox for people that don't want to necessarily buy all that furniture, because the furniture is definitely expensive and it's definitely not the cutest furniture we've all seen.
That's
So,
very true.
good idea.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think
ask,
it's a good idea.
because I'm like you, I put it on when Harper wants to hang out and I get my social stats up, and that's it.
Yeah, I just want to eat. That's what I want to do on it. So this is very it gives us a really realistic neighborhood vibe. We're working down the sidewalks. We have some streets. Like it looks like you could live in different areas or different neighborhoods within this community.
Every house has its own street name, its own little address. I love it. It's super cute. And I honestly, that was like the goal. It's like I just really wanted something realistic. This is actually Naomi's house.
Oh, it
I
is?
don't, but this is hers. I
Let me
won't
see.
go in.
I
It's a
see
little
she
cut
has a dog in the look at her dogs. This is so adorable. I love this.
and a horse. She told me the other day. She was like, "Yeah, I took my horse down to the beach."
But you guys know what's crazy? It's not even laggy here. I'm because you know I love my SL pets, so I'm just like zooming into Naomi's dog and her little kitty here out on the porch. It's just the face is taking a little long to res. He's like barking. He's like, get away from the fence. All right, Scooby, we're leaving. Whatever. You
Get
have
that as like what's so crazy to me is that my landscapers, Mark and Michelle, they did such a great job and they're super into detail. And one thing I was honestly scared about, I was like, oh, it's gonna be so laggy.
it's
And
not laggy here at all.
like everyone's surprised by it because that's like the number one thing I always get. It's like it's so pretty, it's so detailed, but it's not laggy at all.
Do you think it's because you have two Sims though?
Um, maybe. But this before we had the second sim, this one wasn't laggy either.
And are you using like low prim furniture? Like how do you think you achieve that?
I think the biggest thing usually is removing the scripts.
Hmm.
A lot of these plants and stuff that you use out on your Sims, even on trees, anything with a script in it. If you're not planning on, changing it daily, I would just take it out.
Okay.
It's not like
And so let me ask you this, because I'm just panning into the front of the house while it reses. So this is one of the rentals that are here for rent, correct? One of the houses here for rent, and it's landscaped beautifully. It looks like a well manicured lawn. You're not the person who's going to be bringing down the value of the neighborhoods when it's time to sell. I'm just teasing you guys a little bit. At what point, when you've been in SL for 10 years, at what point did you say, you know what, I want to be a business owner in SL?
man, I think I've always wanted to do it. It's just, the part of committing to it because it's a commitment. It's
It
an
sure
investment.
is.
Making sure that you're making something that you care about, but also something that other people will love. And I think my favorite part is like when people come here and they're like, oh, I love this. This is just my style. And it's like, hey, it's my style too. I'm so glad you like it.
So
But
how long did it take to make this all happen? Because there's the part of wanting to create something that other people like, of course, and and also saying I'm gonna actually do this. But what makes you not quit? Because I imagine a project like this probably took, I don't know, a month or less, or did it take less?
the first sim took about a month simply because I went through two other landscapers who I won't speak of, but we didn't see eye to eye. And I had to pretty much start from scratch twice. And when I came across Mark and Michelle, they were like lifesavers. They were able to squeeze me in. They knew what I want. I gave them like 10 Pinterest boards, and they just brought it to life. And it was like, I felt so confident in their skills that when it came to the second sim, I had like no doubt in their abilities at all.
And they'd be able to produce. And what do the landscapers do? Do they just handle the foliage, like the bushes and like the topiaries and the hedges and things that we see here? And I'm just turning my camera around so everyone could see. And some of these like cypress trees and things like that. Or are they doing the hills? Like, because right now this house is on a hill. We just walked up a hill. Are they terraining the land as well?
Right. So if you're hiring landscapers, and I also learned this in my process of buying Sims, is that if you're hiring a landscaper, their job is the terraforming. Their job is the grass, the fences, the hedges, the trees, the little lights, the little fire fountain things. Their job is to make your outdoors look the way you want it. That means the little decor, that means the plants, that means the hills, like everything.
Even
That's
these
all.
fences around the trees, like these little gate, these black gates around these trees here that I'm pointing at, like everything, everything. And
Everything,
what
everything.
and the mailboxes as well, or is that something that you just plopped down later once everything was done?
So the mailboxes out in the streets are what they did, and the little mailboxes that are inside of the parcel lines are what I use for the rental boxes.
Wow, you have to like drop their information below. So this home is 1,250 prims or 1,000 or 2,500 prims weekly. And of course, I would say it's a little bit above market or maybe $1 a prim because of all the amenities that you're getting. You're getting a full sim experience and access to it. So would you agree with that? Or you
So
could
I charge 2 lindens per prim because you already have a fully landscaped yard. You also have all the amenities within the 2 regions that we provide. So I feel like it's really a fair price for, you're getting over 1K prims. That's more than enough to decorate this house. I can do it for you because I've done it before. Um, but I chose 2 out per prim because that's typically what the communities charge. And when I came up with my prices, I actually talked to so many other community managers, community owners, and I was like, how did you come up with your prices? How did you make it fair? And like the most fair that I could find is 2 out per prim. Because there was some people that were, you got 600 prims for 1,400 lindens, and that's kind of booty in my opinion. But everyone has
yeah.
to.
Yeah. So guys, I just want to make this clear. If you're gonna rent like a parcel of land, so the market rate would be $1 per prim, a little bit over $1. But if you're in a community, it's different. So it's around 2 linden per prim, and in some cases more.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. So I think that we've allowed enough time for this house to res. Let's see what you get. And I do
Oh,
think
you
a
can go
thousand.
ahead on.
Okay, 1,000 prims is a lot. I do. And how many bedrooms is this particular house?
The Ansu Magnolia is, I want to say it's kind of like 3 bedroom, but most people that end up using this house end up turning the other 2 spare rooms into either a closet or an office. When I particularly used this house, this was my closet,
Okay.
and the room
This
next
big
to it.
room was your closet? Wow.
Yeah, I love decorating closets. It's probably like the funnest part of the house.
Okay. And I think you went into this room here. Oh, so this is the bathroom. I'll just go in. I'm just gonna squeeze a little tighter in on my avatar. So because I don't want the walls to get in the way. I wish this was like kind of like Sims 4 or Sims you could drop the walls when you're looking at places like this. And so this is the bedroom, like the master bedroom.
Yeah, that would be considered the master bedroom.
Okay, really nice. It gets a lot of light. Uh, it's very beautiful. I can't believe you used the other one as a closet. Girl, you must have a lot of stuff, a lot of clothes.
I've collected so much Gotcha throughout the years, I could fill up an entire closet.
Okay. All right.
So this house is like my favorite from Ansu, to be honest. Besides the Palo Alto, that has become my new favorite.
Yeah.
But most people use this as the kitchen area. You have a dining room back here. and you also have a living room.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it's not too big.
And it's not 100% open. It's like a partially open floor plan. I like that too. And I'm just going to get into the kitchen and look at that a little bit better. So this is the kitchen area. I think a galley kitchen would work really nice here, or like some type of L-shaped kitchen is really nice. You have nice views of your yard here. So that's pretty cool too. And is there anything else? Yeah, that's really perfect. And then you have like a French doors, guys, if you're into that. And we have a little patio area deck. This is nice. So you can extend your living space to be outdoors. And this pallet comes with the house as well, like this little deck area.
Everything comes with the house.
Okay. So this is really nice. And what about this area here? All of this is
It's
your
whatever.
property?
This is all of their property. If you rent this house, this is all of yours.
Okay, awesome. All
All
right. Let me just get in a little tighter here. And so we're going to head over to like the grassy area of the backyard. And this is really nice. Okay, guys, so that's an example of one of the rentals.
to rent out a car so we can go to the beach.
Okay.
Far.
And while she reses the car, guys, I'm just going to give you an aerial view of the neighborhood just so that you guys can see what that looks like. And let me just get up a little higher. Or just a 180 view. It's a really, really nice neighborhood. Really nice. And how many homes are for rent on this particular block? Are the houses with the pool a little bit more expensive, would you say, or no?
No, they're all the same price. Well, these we have 3 homes that are 3,000 a week, and it's just simply because of their size, and they get more friends. But the other houses are all 2,500, and they get the same amount of friends. I don't really base the price if they have a pool or not, if they have a better looking yard maybe, but they all look great.
And guys, as we're driving, you have a better look of the neighborhood. I know some things are mostly res, slightly blurry, but not that blurry. You can pretty much see what you have here.
They have a cute little tennis court.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I was gonna ask you to pause for a second. I'll cam into that. Or unless you want to walk out and look at it. Yeah, let's go and look. So are you able to play on this court? Like if you have, I wonder, because I don't know all the capabilities of SL and the physics and things like that. If you have a tennis racket, could you play tennis here in SL?
Not yet. I've been trying. I know that there is an interactive tennis court that I've been trying to find, and I still haven't found it. I still have to keep digging through MP.
But where did you find this? This is really awesome though. It's like really cute.
This is from Dad, DAD Design. I don't know how they call their name, but Dad.
I would absolutely live here. This is really beautiful. Like if I didn't have my place and my business set above, I would totally live here.
Oh, thank you. And my house is right across the street. I live in the Palo Alto on the hill.
Can we check out your house?
Let's go.
I don't want to put you on the spot. You can say no, because I just want to, if people want to see something furnished.
Slowly decorating it, and I'm actually really excited to show people.
Okay. All right, so guys, we're entering through the garage area.
So it is still a work in progress, so don't judge me, guys.
We're not judging. All right, but we have to wait a second because I want things to like fully res so people get the full experience of it all. And while your kitchen, your dining area, living room is resing, other areas in the room in the house will res. Is this a fourth wall couch?
No, this is actually loft.
Loft and Aria. Okay, I love that store too.
You know, it was so surprising to me because totally expected for this couch to be like 5,000, and it was only like 3,000. I was very surprised, pleasantly.
So guys, this is the dining room set. I love the sprig of herbs on the napkins. I love the place setting. I think it looks really nice. That's really beautiful. I just want to check out some of the artwork that has rezzed on the walls. So here we have some artwork here, and an example of that. And I'm just gonna turn into your sofa area here. And there's a photo. I wonder what this is of, but there's a photograph here. And there are French doors that lead, or doors, excuse me, that lead out into the pool. So you can have that. Do you have a home similar to this one for rent?
No, this is the only Palo Alto, unfortunately.
Okay. So just giving you guys an overview of what the living room looks like with some of the uh, wicker baskets and things like that. All right. Do you want to go out into the pool area before we like look up? Because it looks like you have another doorway to your kitchen, right, or something?
So the pool area is still in progress. I actually just got these chairs from Summerfest today. I thought they were super cute.
Wait, your pool is very similar to the place where you had the pool party. It's very similar to the community pool, right? Just a different layout, or is it the same?
It's from the same designer, so it looks very similar, but it's a different type of pool.
Mm-hmm.
Hervé, amazing if you need a pool. Hervé.
Purvey. Okay, this is really nice. I like the fences too. I feel like I've seen these fences. Are these gotcha fences?
Fancy decor, I think.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
they're not. But I've seen similar ones. And like gotchas, I sent them to Zula as a gift because he's a huge builder. But this is really nice, guys. I'm just turning so that you guys could see with my camera. It's a huge pool, like for a residential place. It's really beautiful. All right.
If you zoom neighbor, you'll see his backyard. My neighbor is actually my dad and his fiance. They live next door, and they have like a infinity pool with a waterfall going off the back.
Hold on, I think
And
I went to the wrong neighbor. So behind you.
right on the same sim as me to our what is this? Our left,
Okay, hold on.
west. If you're looking at the mini map.
Okay, found it. Yeah, I found it. I just did an aerial view. Yeah, and so his pool kind of runs off over the cliff.
Yep,
Ooh, that's nice. And it's from the same creator as well.
yep. The pool is all the pools. Well, yeah. Actually, did I use all the same pools? I think these two are from Hervé, and some of the other ones might be from Diamandis. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Okay. So this gives you an idea if you wanted to, like, this is the idea of a kind of a staged home. If you kind of needed to know, like, how would I decorate this? Like, in what style? There you go. All
Yeah,
right.
and if anyone needs help decorating their home, like I'm totally here to help.
So this farm table is absolutely beautiful. I really like it. It's giving me like Swedish farmhouse vibes. Like if I were looking at an interior decorating magazine, especially with all the white and the wood, and it's kind of modern too at the same time. I love the open shelves as well.
I
What's
really just wanted something that looked homey, but also kind of modern, I guess.
yeah.
So this
Well,
is
you definitely accomplished that. You definitely accomplished that. This looks really good. And I'm just zooming into like into some of your cabinets and some of the things. So what's your inspiration? Like, did you look at anything and think to myself like this would be my dream house and what I would want in SL?
time when I'm decorating in SLs for other people, and typically it's always glam, minimal, gold and white. It's stuff like that. And I really like woods, so I just kind of took that and ran with it. Anything wood that I could find, I used it.
Yeah, it looks really good. I love this kitchen.
So this is actually the brand new kitchen that came out from Consignment and Dust Bunny. Well, some of it is, and some of it is the modern farmhouse kitchen from Hive. I kind of played mix and match with it.
And I notice a lot of SL designers do that. Like they take pieces and break it up together. Because sometimes when you're very fascinating, you're like, how did you get, how did he or she get that look? And that's what you're doing. Like you're creating something one of a kind and unique by like using a little bit of your imagination. Everything doesn't have to be so matchy matchy.
Yeah, well, because I think at the end of the day, like when if you just use the set how it is, then your house is probably gonna look like
Everyone
everyone.
else, oh, yeah. Do you design people's homes off the community sim for a price? Like do you still decorate? Are you in the decorating business?
Actually working as I guess an assistant decorator with Next Door Decor, ran
Okay.
by Christine Correa is her like SL username if you want to look her up.
Okay.
She runs at Next Door Decor. It's super great, super awesome. I've had a lot of fun with her. She's like my best friend now. But we decor for other people. We have a home package. We have linen home packages. We do all sorts of stuff, all sorts of projects.
Okay. And how do you get known for decorating in SL?
Flickr.
Mainly. Okay. So it's basically by showing and telling or telling by showing.
Yeah, a lot of what I've done in SL, I've always just posted to Flickr or Facebook, and now we have Instagram. So it's like if you really want people to see your work or be interested, just post it to Flickr or Instagram and like tag those creators. I remember I used, I think like Lisa Walker's some of her makeup,
Mhm.
and and I was just posting. I didn't have any sponsors or anything like that, and I was like so surprised because she ended up messaging me. She was like, "Will you please blog for me?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I thought that was just like super exciting because I had never had sponsors before, and she was my first.
That's awesome. And that's just by someone finding your work and your talent speaking for itself. Okay.
But
You don't
makeup,
have to show us your bedroom or anything like that if you feel it's too private or even your
oh, that's why we're standing here.
oh, okay.
I'm super lazy when it comes to my own home. If you wanted me to do your home, I would be done in no time. But when it comes to my home, I take absolutely forever.
No, and I get that. It took me a long time to like make my own avatar baked on mesh, and I do it for everyone else and do that in a lot of my videos, and everyone's like, why did you take so long? It's because you're so busy with other things that it kind of becomes not a priority.
Yeah, and I actually just started making my house sort of a priority because I want eventually like a dinner party there for me and the neighbors to enjoy, kind of like a housewarming, I guess.
They're gonna say, what do you get the girl who has everything? Right.
Time and company. So this is the sim crossing. I put up signs because sim crossings are dangerous.
Okay, sorry, hold on one second. Let me just lower that for 1 second. My television just popped back on. Okay, I just saw something. Could you pull your car back just a little bit? Because there was something before the sim crossing that I saw to the right on my side, and it looked like some like tented areas, but I'm not really sure what I saw. That's why I want to. Do you have something else like a sort of amenity over there?
Oh yeah, the garden. That's where I was about to take you.
Okay, okay. I'm like, what am I looking at here?
So on this sim, because of Harper and our other resident, they do BU and gardening, and I wanted somewhere that people didn't have to use up their prim. So if you're in the BU, you can come put your plants down here, and it won't count against your home prims. It's like free for our residents to use. We also have these little stalls to where if you wanted to sell your BU items or if you have some gotcha, you can put them up on the tables and you can sell them here too.
Okay, so let me just walk in. And guys, I'm just going in to look at some of the plants. I know a little bit about BU plants because Skylar told me about it, like some people that I know who are into BU, and it looks like they're just growing some coffee plants here if you guys are curious. And it looks like all coffee plants. What are the red ones? And then the red ones are cherry tomato plants and just different type of plants. And that helps you to cook your food. And also you could sell it to make a little bit of a profit as well. And oh, you have some gotcha stands here too.
Yep. So if you have gotcha, I'm not really sure how I want to go about it if other people that aren't residents want to use it just yet, but for, this entire area is free for residents to use. They don't have to pay any kind of stand rental fee or anything like that.
So, guys, just to clarify, if you are not a resident, I just want to make this absolutely clear. You would have to pay. And what I would suggest doing is like, you know how they have those cast prevent strips, kind of like on the bottom, or maybe you could put it behind it to make it a little bit more discreet. People usually charge 100 linden a week to rent the gotcha stands. It's kind of like when people sell Beyou fruit and things like that.
That's a good idea. I'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Or
So if you're not a resident, you have an opportunity to sell, and then maybe you could have an event. I know some Sims just have, and the good thing is that if someone were to rent a certain amount of prim so that they could sell their gotchas or even maybe their BU fruit and vegetables and things like that, can they keep it out 24/7, or is it just for like a farmer's market or a specific event, and then they'd put it up and have to take it back down?
no, like you can leave your stuff here. I'm pretty sure Harper's stuff has been here for like a couple days.
Okay, so you could just leave your stuff here and not worry about it. And then you guys, people can come in who's in different time zones and just pick up your items and come here to shop at a discounted rate. I don't know, maybe you know this. Is it possible to resell SL furniture? Like, let's say you have a chair that you no longer want because you change your decor and you want to go like with the decor you kind of have in your house, something really clean lines, wood, white, modern, and you have maybe some really glamorous furniture that maybe have been gilded in gold and things like that. Can you resell your furniture?
Unfortunately, unless it's, transfer items, so typically gotcha, you can't get rid of it.
Okay. Oh, I thought you could just like put it out and then set a price. Like add a, I don't know, but I thought you could do that. But if it's something that you could do, maybe you could do like a yard sale gotcha and a farmer's market too.
Sounds great.
Because a lot of people always tell me like they don't know where to get really nice furniture that's a little discounted without it looking primmy, you know?
Yeah, I totally understand that.
Yeah, but yeah, this is amazing. People ask me all the time where you could sell your gotchas. So guys, if you want to know, this is where you could sell gotchas as well as BU items, and you have tons of stands free.
Yeah, we do. Most of our residences in our Discord also made a community market thread, so they just kind of post their stuff in there, even if they don't sit it out here.
Okay, interesting. Oh, and look, there's more stuff in the garden that's for sale. So, guys, if you're into BU, this seems like a really good community to live in. There's a kiwi tree here that's being planted and a banana tree. So, you don't have to pay to garden. There's a plot of land here ready for you guys to garden, at least so that you can make your meals and eat and save a little money in that way. Just craft some of your items.
I guess we could just walk over to this house.
That's
This
a
is
really good amenity, I just have to say.
Oh, thank you. I give that credit wholeheartedly to Harper and JLo.
That's a really good amenity. So now we're
So,
looking at another house for rent.
and this one is 2000 a week with 1000 prim, so still keeping our two lindens to one prim.
Okay. And you pay the mailbox here, guys, in case you're wondering. I know we said that, but now you could see it visually. And this is the foyer area. And where are we here now? Like, what would this room be used for?
If this was me, I would either use this room as a dining room or maybe an informal sitting room, and this probably would be my kitchen.
Okay.
With this, I most likely would put like some wall consoles, like, one of the things you just come in and drop your keys on, and then this would be more of a formal living room.
It's very nice. So much light coming in with all these French doors. And there's views of like the water here and the mountain. And then you have your little deck area. So this is really nice.
This
So
house
this is
really
a
surprised
moderate
me.
sim, right? So if I have like kids, would this be a good community for children to live in? Like if this was a family RP kind of community?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's welcome, kids, teens, adults. All I ask for people to do is, be respectful of others.
And that seems fair. And this is a huge bathroom.
Ginormous. That's the one thing about Ansu is that even though the houses look really small on the inside, once you come in the outside, you never know how much room you're gonna get.
Yeah, this is really nice. Okay, guys, hope I'm not making you dizzy with my spinning. And this room is
Another bedroom.
just not the master, but just another bedroom. Really cute details with kind of like this kind of alcove by the, I don't know if that's the right word, but kind of by the window there. That's really nice.
Honestly, with these rooms being so big, I think any of them could be the master if you wanted it to.
Yeah, this one looks more to me like a master. Okay. And there was one more bedroom, but it's just normal size, another normal size bedroom. Yeah, this one we haven't seen. I love the windows in here. So if you had a family, I think this would be a really good house. And so one thing that you said is if a person was struggling, because I'm going to be honest with you, when there are houses that are a little big, I struggle. Like I like to have like a little nook because I struggle. So you would decorate it for them or for a fee, obviously, because that would take some time and energy on your part.
Right. I can either help you decorate and just kind of point you in the right direction, or you could hire me. Either or. It doesn't, really matter. It's your preference.
Okay.
I know some people, like to use their own stuff and they also want to learn. So I'm definitely here to help if you're one of those people who just, oh, on this house, let's go to the back.
Oh, is there a pool here?
So this house does not have a pool, but what I love about what Mark and Alexis did with this house is that behind all these houses on this sim, there are walking trails.
Oh.
So they lead to little piers and docks, and they have a really pretty ocean view.
That's really nice. I'm kind of like snooping into the neighbor's backyard here. I just want to see what they have here. And they have, this is really nice. You see they have their little hose here and it looks like that's for Beyou. So you have a lot of Beyou users here and a
Yeah,
little sitting area for plants. But you know, that yard is big enough if they wanted to add Beyou soil, just like one thin plot that they could grow in their own backyard too. But if you wanted to conserve your prims, just go to the garden area.
right, and that's totally their choice. That's the reason why I made it. I wanted to give them that option to just, not have to use up their prims.
Yeah.
And now we shall head to the beach.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess we could go to the community pool. It's right across the street.
Okay, we'll do that. Yeah. So guys, as I'm walking around, just like take in the landscaping and the aesthetic of the neighborhood because I think that these are really huge selling points. All right, so I'm just gonna, this is where the pool party was, guys, and I'm just gonna back up a little bit so that you could see it a little bit from an aerial view a little, and that's what that looks like, and then we'll walk through it. Yeah, this is where the party was. This was super nice. It was a really good party. She had the DJ set up kind of where these yellow plants are right here, right? This is where the DJ and host was. This place was crowded. There were people in the pool. I was standing here dancing at the entranceway. There was like five people around me, and it's just really nice. This is a really nice place to have parties. Would you rent this out for events?
Yeah, I'm totally open to that if people wanted to use it. I've put out to my residents, sorry, I put out to my residents a few times that if they wanted to use any of the spaces around the community for events, for parties, personal or otherwise, that they could.
Okay. And guys, I'm just zooming in on the bar so that you guys could see uh, the cocktail options, and there are plenty here. So if you want to get your SL drink on, here it is. This is great for role play. Love how you have like multiple bottles of one certain type of liquor because that's super realistic to me. and the different textures of the pillows on the couches. It looks really nice. I like it. Instead of everything just being plain white, the fire pits.
I
So,
really
guys,
wanted to give this place kind of a resort feel,
uh-huh.
I guess. I thought that would be a really nice look for a community, and all of the little alcohol things uh, are interactive.
Yes, I just touched the gin glass, and so it's asking me whether or not I want to have it attached to my avatar and kind of animate. So I've said yes, which means I'll probably have to take down my dog. But I have the gin in my hand right now, guys. So there that is, and I'm just going to get rid of the dog, and hopefully I don't take off my shirt in the process. But look, this is me drinking it. I think I took off my bubbles, but this is me drinking the drink. So that's really nice. And now I'm happy to have that in my inventory.
Oh, let's see. What else? One thing, these two hill houses are already occupied, but I think they're like my favorite houses from the new sim.
Why is that?
Just because I'm like a really big fan of hill homes.
Okay. It's just like a particular preference. And I guess the view too, right?
So they have like a really nice view of, you can see the beach, you can see everything. They just have a really great view from up there. And those walking trails go all the way around the hills, and it'll bring you back to the center of the sim.
So the center is where we initially were, where the leasing office and everything is. Is that the center of the sim? And I see some retail spaces here, like kind of by the boardwalk.
Yes, so you've probably seen like the Rīso storefronts
Yeah.
before. Pretty much like everyone used them to decorate their towns nowadays, and I thought they were really cute, which is why I wanted to too. But we do have a couple of empty buildings, like this corner one.
So if I were a shop owner and I wanted to rent and sell some of my clothes, like how much would this be rented out for in the prims? Oh, I can't touch it. I don't have the key.
I haven't had any inquiries so far, so I haven't really thought about it. I would just ask people to, contact
Contact
me.
you directly.
We'll just talk about it.
Okay, and how many retail spaces do you have out for rent? And so, guys, this is just one example, and I'm just going to take my cam and pan in of a space that you could rent, a retail location. And as Ria said, she has about 17 properties. All but six are filled, so it's not like you don't have a built-in customer base already. And we kind of like
So we
peeped
have
into people's
commercial.
backyards, so you see that it's occupied. Okay, I'm sorry. What were you going to show us? I didn't mean to cut you off.
This is just another commercial building that could be filled. I was considering
I
turning
really
this.
like this with the brick.
Yeah, I was considering making this into maybe like a yoga studio, but I haven't made up my mind yet.
So let's talk about. I mean, that's something that maybe you could do. But maybe a smaller space because with the yoga, right? Because BU gives stats for working out and stuff, so that could work with the BU hut and meter, which it seems like a lot of people use here. Like you can have classes and stuff.
Yeah, I think that is good, a really good idea. I need to look more into BU, to be honest. I feel like every day I learn something new about it.
And it seems like we'll continue to because I'm in the same boat. All right, so this is another rental, 800 prims of 1600 a week, and we walk in. And what is this area right here? This would be like a little bit of a courtyard area for your home.
Yeah, if they wanted it to be a little courtyard, or if they wanted to just add more foliage and have that just be a decorative area. I think for me, I probably would put like a cute little bench there with some, like maybe a little tree and some bushes and call it a day.
Okay,
To a
that's nice.
window. But these houses down here, the beach houses, they're kind of loft single people.
Is this a
Like,
bathroom?
yes. So
So
there's
that,
two other rooms down here, a bathroom, and there's or a closet, whatever you wanted to turn it into.
yeah, a closet or a bathroom. I see that. And let's see this other room. Or this could be like a, yeah, definitely a closet. Or like you could put your washing machine slash closet. I don't know, but this is super cute. I just like all the light because of all the windows, the floor to ceiling windows.
So this is my favorite because, like, look at the view when you look outside. Like, it's just palm trees, birds, water. It's beautiful.
It is. Do you have things like in the backdrop of the water? Because I have my default settings on. So I definitely see the palm trees and the birds. But if you have like hills in the water and things like that, I'm not seeing things further out. Ooh, I love this. This could be like a little outdoor dining area. This is really nice. Outdoor living space. What is
And
this
I
over
was like
here?
kind of pre-decorating one of these, and I picked it up because somebody was looking at the house.
Yeah.
But I had turned this into like outside dining, and then I had also some sitting area, and I used the upper floor as a bedroom, closet, and office space. Because it's really lofty, it's really open, and when you're next to the beach, I kind of think of like, I don't know, like boho kind of.
Yeah. It's beautiful. What is this space here? Right across from us, it's like do you see what I'm pointing at here? It's like a kind of platform that's raised up a little bit. What is that?
Oh, it's just a cute little boardwalk. There's like some fishing rods at the end of it.
That's nice.
Cute place for you to take pics or for you to for you to hang out. I feel
Yeah,
like the thing with the community is that I wanted people to have, options to not have to just sit inside and not feel pressured to RP if they go outside of their house. Like, I just wanted to give them privacy.
yeah, I definitely think you accomplished that. This is really nice. And everywhere you turn, there's like literally something to do. I'm just gonna run up here really quick because I just want to see the fishing rods. Okay, so guys, here's like I don't know what you would officially call it, but I'll find out in a second. Coin operated binoculars, like if you wanted to check out views or just, I mean, if we're talking about RP, just not like extensive RP, but RP just like sightseeing or looking out. Are the fishing rods interactive as well? Or this is just here for
Actually,
decor? Let's see.
so they're
Yeah,
just
they're
there.
just more for decor, it looks like.
Yeah, I haven't tried them myself. I'll have to
Yeah.
get interactive ones.
No, no, not necessarily. I mean, I think it's cool that you even have this. And so here out into the beach, I see a little lounge area with a fire pit. So if you and a group of friends wanted to, some driftwood, wanted to kind of meet up and just relax on the boardwalk near the beach, you have that option. And the water's terrains where you could get in it a little bit. I wonder how far does this go out?
It doesn't go very far. It's not like a super let's go swimming beach. Uh,
It's
I
just
think
like a
it's
wading kind of water
not like
situation. Okay, let's just follow and see.
once again with like the landscapers, they did all of this. They put the cute little bikes, they put the lounge areas, all the trees, like they did all of this.
You have to tell us the name of this landscaping company that you use because I feel like they were well worth the money.
Oh yeah, they are worth every single dime you give them.
This is beautiful. Like, this is absolutely beautiful. And I'm just going to go in the water a little bit. So the water goes like up to your knees, guys, like about up to your knees, but this is still great for taking pictures. You could either have your back towards the beach or towards the ocean, and this would look really pretty with some poses and things like that. This is so different from like East Coast living. I wish I could live in an area like this because I would be out so much more.
Expensive.
New York is expensive and you're in a box and you have to pay a lot of money to go and do anything. Like there are some free
I
things
think
around, but
top one of the selling points is, oh, you can go skiing and then you can go to the beach and you can do this all in the same day.
it's really like far out from each other. Is there anything else that you wanted to show us?
No, that's it. We have the beach, we have our community pool, we have our garden, we have our little shopping center, and of course we have all our houses.
I think we have like a really good idea of what this sim is about. And most importantly, it's about community and like just meeting people. And I think that you did a really great job with that.
Thank you, I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting us. And so, Cloud Chasers, I will put Ria's contact information down below. But in addition to that, she has an advertising board at Mousie's Makeover Clinic. So if you stop at the clinic, there should be a way to A, contact her if you inspect the board. In addition to that, there's a landmark. Did you put a landmark in the board as well?
There's a landmark, and the note card in there also has my contact information.
Okay, awesome. And do you have a website?
We
Or
don't have a website, but we are on Facebook, Instagram, and we have a Discord.
okay, if you send me all that information, I'll put it in the description box of the YouTube video.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having us. I really enjoyed this. And yeah, if there's any new updates that come up about the sim, definitely let us know because we'll post any events on our community event post as well. So, anyways, Clout Chasers, thank you so much for watching this. And have a great weekend. See you in the next one. And Ria, you could sign off as well.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.